Awesome. Cool. Hey guys. Fantastic. Great to have so many people on live. Cool. Now let's pop this video over here. Nice. And we are pretty much ready to rock and roll. Awesome. All right, guys. Great. Hi, guys. Hi. Welcome. Thanks, Mandy. Amazing. Yes, I am in Bali right now. Welcome to everyone who is just jumping on. Amazing. Cool. So guys, welcome to this training. We are going to be talking about how to build a powerful brand around your message that you were born to share with the world. Before we do that, I would love to hear who we have on the line. I can see some amazing people that I know. I recognize their names, and some which I don't know. So a big welcome to you guys that are brand new to this tribe. I'd love to know, where are you guys calling in from right now? Where are you calling in from? What part of the world are you in right now? Just type through the city or the country which you're in so we can celebrate you guys. Nice. Hey, Vicky, fantastic. You're in Brisbane. Very cool. We've got people in Auckland, New Zealand, people in Singapore, Darwin, Australia. Amazing. Sweden. Amazing, Nina. So cool. We've got people in LA, New York, New Zealand, White Peak, Western Australia. Amazing. We've got people in Bali as well. Fantastic. It's a beautiful day in Bali right now. Can you guys see? I want you to see some of the magic and some of the beauty that's going on over here. It's a beautiful day. I was actually speaking to my parents earlier today, and my dad's like, how's the weather in Bali? And I'm like, well, it's always amazing here, to be completely honest. But yes, it's awesome. Cool. Big welcome, guys. Wow. Big welcome to everyone else jumping on right now. Great to have you here. Nice. I'm really excited to deliver this training for you guys. I've just been really deep over the last 3 days or so, running an amazing event over here in Bali, and I'm still on the high. So I wanted to leverage that high for you guys and spend some time digging in, having an amazing conversation with you guys around what it looks like to truly dig into your message at a deep level, and what it looks like to get paid for being you and doing what you love each and every single day. So for those of you who haven't been on one of my trainings before, a big welcome to our community. It's amazing to have you here. We're going to go for, somewhere roughly an hour. Yeah, we'll keep roughly to that time, maybe a little bit longer. But my intention is to add massive value on this call. I really want to jump in and just give you everything I've got, and really just, give you everything you need so that you can accelerate forward in your life. But just know that this is a value exchange, right? So the more that you playful out, the more that you get really excited, the more that you type in yes every time you love something, basically the more I'm going to give you, right? So the more excited you guys are, the deeper I'll go, because I'll really feel that you're really understanding everything as well, right? So give me a yes if you're excited, and if you're ready to playful out and really focus over the next hour, turn any phones or distractions away and actually dig deep and have some massive transformations. Woohoo! Awesome, Vicky. Yay! Welcome to everyone else who's just jumped on the line. Great to have you guys here. Amazing. Yes. Awesome, Christy. Great to have you here too. A big, massive welcome. Very cool. Okay, amazing. So guys, I'm going to be breaking down some cool things for you guys which you can implement right away, but also sharing a lot around my story, and doing this in a way where you can really learn from it, and where you can dig in, and where you can actually shortcut the process when it comes to your own journey and your own success. So you can ask me anything that you want. You can type through any questions that you have, and I will get to them in the moment. There's a lot of comments coming through if I catch them. If not, make sure you just type it through again at the end, and I will definitely get them there. Awesome. Peter says, yes, focus, eye of the tiger, excited. You are definitely in the right place. Amazing. Cool. All right, guys, and one thing as well, I have something really cool to share with you guys, and I'm going to tell you about that at the end of this training, okay? And it's going to be specifically for people who have tuned into this training. So make sure you stay right until the end, and I promise that I will break that down for you guys, and trust me, it's big, and it's super exciting news. Yay! Amazing. Yes, can't wait to dig into this. Very cool. Awesome. A big welcome to everyone else who's just jumped on as well. Great to have you guys here. Absolutely. We've got people tuning in from all over the world. Super grateful for the internet right now. I have no idea what I'd be doing right now if we didn't have the internet. I definitely wouldn't be able to hang out with all of you beautiful souls. So I'd love to hear from you guys firstly. If you were to be getting paid and really just being you each and every single day and waking up and sharing your message from a really beautiful, authentic place, what would that mean to you in one word or in a couple of words? What would it mean to you? You know, how important is that to you? How important is it to you to really know that you can dig into that and create a massive impact in this world at the same time? Amazing. Tanya, amazing to have you on. Very cool. You struggled to get here, but you were here. I love it. Amazing. Okay, Vicky says that would be fulfilling. Yes, absolutely. It would be everything to me. Amazing. Yes, John. Cool. It would mean freedom, love, and fulfillment. I love it. Katja, amazing. Katja from Sweden. Yes, I can see your comments. You're absolutely typing in the right place. Yes, definitely, definitely. It would mean freedom, Christy. Nice. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. So, guys, you know what? I am blessed enough to live a life that looks pretty much like that, right? I wake up each and every single day. I get to share my message with the world. I get to go deep into my own story and my own wisdom, and I get to play in the most beautiful way with the most incredible soulmate tribe. And by doing this, I get to impact literally millions of people each year, make millions of dollars, travel around the world, and truly live a life of freedom, which looks like that in my terms. But I want you to know that you can have this also, and you can have this in whatever way it looks like for you. So I'm going to once again be digging deep into what it looks like to create that and some of the internal and external things that you need to do in order to really step into that place, right? So let me know. Cool. Oh, so many comments. That'd be awesome. Amazing. It would be fulfilling my purpose. Yes, definitely. It would be living in my purpose, living life with grace. Absolutely, Nina. Great to have you on too. Yes. Very, very, very cool. All right, guys. So before we dive right in, I just want to share a few things that I really, really, really believe are important to touch on. And these are beliefs that I hold and that I have, and they're beliefs that have completely shifted my reality and have really contributed to some of the results that I have today, okay? And if you choose, I invite you to take some of these beliefs, to make them your own, to write them down, to start embodying them, to start really going, wow, you know what, if I was to encompass this and believe this too, then my results would shift drastically too. All right. So this is the first thing. That I want you guys to know. Okay. I truly believe that every single one of you has a message. Okay. And beyond that, I know that you have a powerful message. I know and believe at your core that what you have to say is important and the stuff inside of you is real. And when you wake up and when you feel the pull about something you believe in, I absolutely believe that that stuff is important and it needs to be shared with the world. You know, I really don't believe that you're put here just to, I don't know, make some money and pay some bills and die, which is so many people's reality. You know, if it's the sad truth that so many people live a life like that. But I believe that you're destined for more, okay? So give me a yes if you know what I'm talking about. And if you feel that pull on a daily basis, you might not be clear on what it is that your message is or what you have to share, but you know that there's something inside of you and it's important and it's real and it needs to come out. Definitely. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Got it. I'm so in alignment and on purpose, so ready to live into this truth. Amazing, Tanya. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Christy. I see you. Peter, Nina, Vicky. Absolutely. You guys are amazing. You're definitely in the right place. Definitely in the right place. Okay. So here's the next thing that I believe that I wanted to share with you guys. I truly believe that once you tap into that message, anyone can build a really powerful brand around that message. You know, even if you don't know what your message is right now, even if you don't know the strategy or the business stuff around it, I really believe that anyone can do this, right? If you have a heart and if you know that you're put here to impact the world and if you know that you're ready to really play a really big game, I believe you can absolutely do this, okay? And as a result of doing that, I believe that anyone can truly create a life of freedom for themselves. Once again, why would you not want to live life on your terms? Okay, why would you want to be accountable to some other people's rules that society or system or family have literally imprinted on you? Okay, I truly believe that anyone can step into this place of freedom. Now, freedom might not look like my life. It might not look like sitting in Bali. It might not look like traveling around the world, right? But it may be just staying at home with your family or your kids or your friends each and every single day. It may be being able to make some more choices and some different options in your life. It may be choosing to do things that you love and not worrying about it financially, right? It may be being in the best health that you can be. Whatever that looks like for you, I know that it's possible. Why? Not only because I've done it myself, I've literally helped thousands thousands of people do this too. And I've seen so many people go from a place of being confused and frustrated and really stuck and in this place where, it's kind of okay or not working, to a place of total flow where everything starts to manifest and they start calling high levels of abundance into their life, okay? I've seen too many people do it and nail it and receive it for me to not believe it's not possible, right? So give me a yes, by the way, if you know that you're destined to live a free life, that you know you're destined to actually receive what you desire, and you know that you're worthy of ultimately receiving what you dream of. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Vicky, you're not clear on your message. Absolutely. And I tell you what, so many people that I work with aren't. When I started out, I wasn't. I was just like, I know I have something powerful to say, but I have no idea what that looks like and definitely no idea how to monetize it. But that's amazing that you feel that pull. Totally. I am. Oh, yes, absolutely. Nice, Janelle. Great to have you here too. Hey, Linda, what's up? Cool. Okay, here's the thing that I also believe and know at a really deep level. And this belief comes from, once again, working with thousands of people, helping so many people tune into their truth and their purpose. I truly believe that not everyone fully commits to their future. Okay, I believe that a lot of people are big dreamers, right? They have great dreams. They're really inspired to live an amazing life. But I know that so many people don't actually fully commit. Okay, they're playing in their life at about 10%, and they know that they're about at like 10 or 20% of their true performance potential, and they know that there's so much more that they could be stepping into, but they're not doing it. Okay, so you don't need to type through for this one, but I want you, if that's you, just to tag yourself and to recognize that, right? Because awareness is the first step to change. Write that down, guys, right? Awareness is the first step to change. So if you start becoming aware of it, all of a sudden, when opportunities come your way, you can start taking action. You can start committing, not to anyone else, but to yourself, so that you can actually commit to your future. Because if you don't, guess what? A year down the track, your life's going to look the same. And 5 years down the track, it's going to look pretty much the same, right? So here's the thing. If you want the same results, do the same thing. If you want a mind-blowingly different result, do something different, right? And so just this one thing, I believe so many people just never actually fully commit. It's not that they're not inspiring. It's not that they don't have potential. It's not that they don't know what their dreams are. That's not the problem. The fact is that they don't actually commit to themselves, okay? Give me a yes if you know what I'm talking about, by the way. Nice. Yes, Janelle, awareness is the step to change. Absolutely. It's the first step, definitely. Yes, you guys feel me? Absolutely. Yes. Totally. So many people are not committing to themselves. Absolutely, absolutely. And guys, it's not always easy to commit. It's not always convenient. In fact, it's almost never easy and convenient, right? But I recommit to myself each and every single day. I recommit to my message every single day. I recommit to my purpose every single day. And you guys on here, I recommit to you guys, because I realize it's not about me. It's not about me feeling good or receiving what I want. It's actually about you guys and how many people can I help shift and perform. And it's not always easy and it's not always convenient, but every single day I recommit to that. Okay, definitely, Linda. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. And here's the last thing I wanted to touch on that, once again, is really important, that so many people get a little bit confused by, I think. The last thing, I wanted to share with you is simply that I believe that with success, with whatever you're looking to create in your life, there's an internal game and there's an external game. And I believe you need to master both. Okay. So when it comes to the internal game, I mean your mindset, I mean your psychology, I mean your energy and your frequency. And you need to do the work to condition yourself and to align yourself to that. But there's also an external game as well. You can't just sit at home and do mindset work all day, right? You can't just attend every personal development course under the sun. You actually need to take some action. And the crazy thing is that so many people take action, but they're not taking strategic action, okay? So there's an external game of strategy that needs to happen, as well as the internal game of alignment, okay? You won't see people creating success with one or the other. It's a beautiful fusion of both. Okay, give me a yes if that makes sense. Again, so many people miss this, and I wanted to share this because so many people get stuck in one or the other. They get stuck in doing the internal work every day and just visualizing and affirmations and all that good stuff, or they're not doing any of it and they're totally in the strategy, but they're not mixing the two, right? Yes, absolutely. Yes, gold. This is making so much sense, right? Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. All right, cool. So guys, just type in a yes if you'd love me to share my story with you guys. I really just wanted to share this from a real raw and vulnerable and open place, so that you can get the behind the scenes of what's really gone on over the last 10 years or so, and really what it's taken and what it looks like to have created my success, because it's really interesting. You know, so many people look at Beyonce and they try and figure out what Beyonce's doing right now, whereas I'm not interested in that. I'm very interested in what did Beyonce do when she started, and where did she start, and what did she decide, and what did she commit to, and who were her mentors, and what steps did she take, right? That's what I'm interested in. So I want to share some of that story with you if you guys want to dig in and do the work on this. Totally. Makes sense. Yes, definitely. I love hearing your story. Awesome. Yes, please. Absolutely. Yes, I would love to hear that. Okay. Cool, let's do it in that case. So for those of you who know my story, I really recommend that you listen with some different ears, right? And there's always things that come out because I just share it from the heart each and every single time. There's always new things and new elements which come out, and it's like, oh, I haven't heard that before. Oh, right, I needed to hear that in that moment. So be very aware of what is the message that you need to hear through this. And for those of you who haven't heard my story before, chances are you've found me online. You've probably seen a stack of really pretty photos from beautiful places in the world. You've probably figured out that I have a multi-seven-figure business and that I get to travel the world and impact a whole lot of people by being me and by doing what I love. And the best thing about that, beyond all of that, is that I get to help other people do the same. And that's really what excites me. That's what moves me forward. That's what lifts me up. It's you guys. And it's seeing you go from wherever you are right now through to truly stepping into freedom in whatever way that looks like for you. But what I want to share with you guys is that it didn't start out that way, right? It wasn't always that way. I wasn't born like here in Bali with my laptop, making money and helping people, right? There was a little bit of a journey in between. Yes, always, absolutely, right. So I grew up in Auckland, New Zealand, and a massive shout out to all the Kiwis on the line. I always get really excited when Kiwis and Aussies are here. I'm like, yay, I'm proud Kiwi. So I grew up in Auckland, New Zealand, and have a beautiful family that really loved me and supported me, but they were very wrapped up in the system. You know, they believed in education, and they believed the right way to live your life was to go to school and work really hard, and then eventually go to university and work really hard there, and then, you know, finish with a bachelor's or a master's degree, and then get into a job, and then work really hard and get paid, you know, some good money if you were lucky and worked hard, and then ultimately pay some bills and die, right? Give me a yes, by the way, if you were conditioned to fit into that system, right? If that was expected, that would be your normal. Yay, Linda, you're from Auckland. So cool. I love it. Amazing. Yeah, cool. A lot of you guys. Amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Totally conditioned to fit into the system. Right. And so simply because I didn't know any better and I had no idea what my purpose was or what my message was or anything like that, I really slotted into that system. I really didn't think there was another way or another option. So I did just that, right? And I was actually at university studying architecture of all things, even though I haven't worked a day as an architect in my life ever. I was studying that degree. And it's really ultimately I was doing that because my dad always said, you know, if I had the opportunity to go to university, I would have been an architect. So I was trying to really fulfill his dream. Yeah. And so, you know, it's funny. I sat in one of the lecture theaters and I have this vivid memory of this new lecturer coming in. And he got us to do this amazing visualization exercise. And he stood at the front of the room and he said something along the lines of, you know, welcome future architects, welcome to your future. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to picture your life as an architect and your job 20 years out from now, right? And I thought, oh, okay, this is interesting. And so I closed my eyes and I started doing the visualization exercise. And literally as I did it, I felt absolutely sick to my stomach. And I had a moment, and I don't know whether you've had this, type in a yes if you have had this, but I had this moment where it's like my mind disconnected from my body. My body felt physically sick, and all of a sudden I could feel my body getting up out of that seat in that lecture theater, and I simply ran. I ran outside. I ran away. And in that moment, I made a decision. I made a decision that I was going to create a life that I loved, not a life that I was going to fit into by default. And I made a decision that I was going to figure out why I was here. And I made a decision that I was going to figure out what my purpose was. And I made a decision that I was going to create a life that I truly loved, receiving the abundance that I truly desired, and actually making a difference in this world. Okay? So give me a yes, by the way, if you've felt that feeling, of just knowing something is so not right and you're on a path and it just doesn't feel good and you know you have to do something about it. Otherwise, it's literally just going to stay the same. Yeah. Okay, amazing. Yep, such a traditional path to go down. Absolutely, totally beautiful. Yes, right, you guys feel me. So here's the thing, I bravely picked up the phone and rang my dad, right? And I said to him, Dad, you know what? I've made a decision. I'm going to figure out my purpose. It's not to be an architect. I'm not going to be an architect. And to my surprise, my dad said, okay, Regan, all right, baby, that's fine. I love you and I'll support you in that. That's good. And I was almost like, really? And, right? And then sure enough, Dad said, and what are you going to do? And that's the moment where I said, I have no clue. You know what? Just give me a minute to figure that out, right? So guys, type in a yes if you've had that feeling where you know that there's more, you know that you're destined for more, but you have no clue what that looks like. And it's like when you go to your future, it kind of seems foggy, it seems unsure, you can't see the steps laid out in front of you, but you know that there's something bigger that you have to do here. Hell yes, totally, absolutely, totally, oh my gosh, yes, all right, you guys get it, amazing, 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 amazing. So totally, yeah, Christy, right, there's so much more, but I have no idea, right, absolutely, that's exactly where I was at, okay? And so that's what threw me into the world of personal development. Now, I turned into what was called a seminar junkie, right? And I literally did every course under the sun. I was so committed to finding a way to make my future work. I went nuts on it, okay? Now, I started studying how to start businesses. I started studying sales and marketing. I started studying how to invest in property, and I had no money, right? And I just kept going for it, right? I was doing everything under the sun. I was spending a whole lot of money that I didn't have. I was maxing out credit cards. I was getting further and further and further in debt, but I was so committed to find a way. And it's really crazy. I remember this one moment where I was nearly 100K in credit card debt, and I'd been doing everything under the sun. And I had this moment where I said to one of my mentors or coaches at the time, I said to him, I said, you know what? Nothing's really working. I'm not really seeing any results in my life. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not cut out to be successful. Maybe this is for other people. Maybe I should just have a job and go back and be an architect. And he literally turned around and he laughed in my face. He just laughed in my face. And I was like, well, that's not very kind. You're meant to be my mentor. You're meant to be actually supportive in this process, right? He turned around and he's like, Regan, you've got it all backwards. You've got it totally backwards. He said, look, here's the thing that you don't realize. And write this down, guys. All of you need to write this down. Success is 80% psychology. It's 80% the inner work. It's 80% your mindset. And then 20% the aligned action. Right? 20% what you do externally. We talked about the external action before, right? 20% what you do on the outside. And he said, Regan, how much work are you doing on the 80%? And I was like, I'm doing all the work on the strategy. And he's like, exactly, right? And so from that moment forth, I started working on me, okay? And I started committing to my purpose, not to finding an answer strategically. And I started committing to digging deep into the internal work. I started digging deep into mindset, into psychology, practical psychology, NLP, hypnosis, you name it. Once again, I went nuts. But that's when everything started to shift, okay? Give me a yes if you can understand the difference between the 80% and the 20% and how you need both in order to make it work. You can't have one or the other, okay? Absolutely, right, got it, awesome. Well, look, everything started to shift in my life and people started coming to me saying, hey Regan, like I'm noticing these changes. Can you please help me? Can you tell me how you did this? Can you show me how you did this, right? And I started helping them, and then sure enough, their lives started to change too. And they were coming back to me saying, Regan, thank you changed my life. I'm making more money. I'm happier. I'm doing this. And I was like, wow, you know what? That feels so good to receive that. And so that's when I first started coaching, and I started literally coaching people on what I was figuring out in my life and some of the success that I was having. So I started this one-on-one coaching practice, right? And I loved it. And I got to this point where I was literally back to back with clients each and every single day. Totally tired, totally exhausted, but totally on purpose. And I just thought to myself, you know what, there's got to be a way to reach more people. There's got to be a way to not be exhausted and help more people every single day. And that's when I started speaking, right? So I started running events, getting in front of large rooms and speaking from anywhere between 10 people through to hundreds of people at a time. And I was like, this is so cool that I can impact more people. So that external education company that I set up, we grew that to roughly $1 million a year. And what's so funny is that, guys, on the outside, so many people were saying, wow, you know, you've created so much success at a young age. I was about 23 at that point in time, right? And everyone was going, wow, you know, you've created so much. This is so cool. It's so amazing. And I remember this moment where there was a group of people waiting to hear me speak, and it was the same feeling I had in that university lecture, and I literally didn't want to go inside. And I remember thinking, you know what, shouldn't I be grateful for this? Like, this is crazy. Shouldn't I be grateful, right? Isn't this enough, right? And I couldn't figure out what that feeling was. So I went in and I fulfilled the room, and then I went to Bali for about 4 weeks, and I unplugged, and I went deep into the internal work. And I started asking myself what was out of alignment with what I'd created. And a few things were missing for me. Number one, it wasn't working with my lifestyle. I had to be in one place in order to make that business work, right? I wanted to travel the world. My truth was that I wanted to do all of it from my laptop. And secondly, we could only fit so many people in those rooms. And so my other thing that wasn't working and wasn't feeling good is that I wanted to help more people. And so as a result of that, that's when I launched everything online. I literally shut down that company. I walked away from it. My business partner and everyone else thought I was totally insane and that I'd lost it. And that's when I launched Regan Hillyer International. And we took that company online from literally startup zero to over $1 million in less than 8 months. Okay, and then we've continued to grow seven-figure income, continuously through that brand and through that business. And the most beautiful thing is that we get to do it on our terms, right? We get to do it from anywhere in the world. We have a beautiful team of people that run and support this company now. And the coolest thing is that, again, it can be completely from ease and flow and from a way where we get to decide how we're going to do it, okay? So give me a yes if that makes sense. And if you can see the transitions through the stories, and if you can see, okay, I get it in terms of the internal work that needs to be done, but then also fine-tuning the strategy so that you can take the aligned action at each and every point. Awesome. Yeah, totally, Linda. I need to work on me. Absolutely. And it's this beautiful dance of working on you, but then also taking the right action as well. Yes, Tanya, amazing. That's amazing. Totally. I get it. Amazing. Yes. Okay, so if any of you guys can feel excited by that story, if you can see the transition, if you can feel the pull of what that feels like, it simply means it's because it's in you too, right? Even if your reality is so far different from that end outcome of that story, which continues to evolve, even if it feels so far away, you can't be excited by it and you can't see it or even believe it if it's not within you. Okay, so that's the biggest thing I want you to know right now, and you can write this down. You can only see in others what is within you. Okay, so anything that you see or admire in me or feel in me literally is within you also, okay? And when one of my mentors, where I used to just go, wow, you know what, your life is so amazing. If only I could have 1/8 of your success, I'd be so happy, right? He turned around and he said that to me, and he's like, Regan, you wouldn't be able to even recognize any of that unless it was within you too. And then I started to see that, wow, it is within me too. And it's simply combining the internal work and the strategy and everything moving forward to create this beautiful fusion, okay? So, we have a lot going on at Regan Hillyer International at RHI, and one of the cool things that we've been doing over the past year and a half is we've been running what we call Be Your Brand masterminds, and we've been running them in Bali and LA and lots of other cool places over the world. And these are beautiful 3-day events where we dig deep with a really, really small group of people. And we help them basically break down their message and then build a powerful brand so that they can go out and share their message with the world and get paid for it. So I've just finished one of these events, literally right here in Bali right now. So what I wanted to do for you guys is actually give you a bit of a behind the scenes of what went on in those rooms and share with you actually some of the content, some of the breakthroughs, also some of the key things that we covered off so you can understand what actually went on and give you a little bit of a sneak peek of those events. And would that be cool, by the way? I haven't done this before. I've never actually done this right after an event. I've always just gone, you know what, come to the event, and then obviously you'll receive all the information there. Amazing. Hell yes. Okay, yes, cool. Love your story. Felt like that in my 20s, actually doing what I love. So yes, I've always been here for so much more to come true in this life. Absolutely, Nina. I feel you. Absolutely. Yes. And remember, you wouldn't even be able to resonate with my story if it wasn't in you as well. Yes. Amazing. Thank you. Awesome. I want to come to your next mastermind. Well, we'll talk on that, Vicky, because actually there is no next mastermind, right? So this mastermind that we just ran was the last one. But again, I do have something cool to share with you guys, which I will break down for you guys at the end. But this was our last one that we're doing in Bali, which is part of why I also wanted to share and why I also wanted to let you guys know what went on. So let's dig into it. I encourage you guys to take lots of notes. I am going to have a sip of a pineapple in the meantime. Not a pineapple, what am I talking about? A coconut. Maybe there's pineapple in my coconut. Yes, absolutely. In me, around me, it's in my blood, in my cells. It's me for sure. Totally, Tanya. And I'm so excited for you to hang out at some of our future events this year as well. I can't wait to meet you in person. So exciting. Okay, now that I have my sip of coconut, pineapple coconut. Yeah, amazing. Awesome. So I encourage you guys to take lots of notes through this. I'm really going to give you the breakdown of what went on over the 3 days. Okay, so everyone came into the space. It was so beautiful. We had 9 powerful people in here. There was a big range of people. So just so you know, some people were totally starting out. They had no idea what their message was really. They're, like in a job that they're looking to transition out of, and they didn't really have a brand. Right through to people with powerful brands that are making 30, 40, 50K online already per month. And we had a lot of people in between that. We had so amazing, guys. We had a family that traveled all the way from London. Lashai, who is the winner of our Young Influencers Scholarship, who is 17, was in the room. She was so powerful, like such an amazing young woman. And then her younger brother was here as well, Trey Sean, who is 12, can you believe it? And he was one of the fastest learners in the whole room. And I was just blown away by his vision and what he created. And what's even cooler is that their mother came with them, and their mum was kind of starting out building this beautiful brand, dug in, and she actually made money in the room, on day 2, which is so cool from everything that we taught her on day 1. So it was an amazing event, right? Amazing event. We had a big mix of people, and it was so powerful, mix of guys and girls and kids and all over the show, and things in the middle, which is so cool. So in day number 1, guys, what we did is we talked about developing your brand. Okay, so we talked about really breaking down firstly your message that you're born to share with the world, and your brand and what that looks like. Okay, so we touched on things, for example, what to fully embody your message. And we broke down what is the identity piece, and you guys can write this down. What is the identity piece that needs to go into your message? What is the greatness piece that needs to go into your message? And also, what is the expert piece that needs to go into your message? If you nail those 3 things when tapping into your message, then all of a sudden you'll become very relatable to people, and you'll just connect with people at a deeper level, okay? From there, we started to dig into tribe building. So we talked about what does it look like to actually call in your soulmate tribe, okay? Now this is very, very, very important, and I want to share this with you guys because you can build a tribe, you can build a client base online, but you want to love them at the end of the day. Every single person that I work with, I fall totally in love with because they're soulmate clients. They're friends and they're family to me. They're not just clients, for example. So in my last business, to be honest, a good 80% of the people were clients, right? And it's fine, whatever, it worked. But now it's oh my gosh, everyone is a soulmate client. I love them so much. I feel like I resonate with them at such a soul level. But that's happened because I've intentionally called in people through messaging from this space, okay? So we tap into things, for example, like the emotional drivers behind this and how that looks. We also talk a lot about your tribe's transitional journeys and the journeys they're on from basically where they're at to where they want to be, and how you can help transition them through that process, okay? So the next thing from there that we break down is looking at, well, how can you help transition them through their process? Because I know too many people that nail the messaging, nail the tribe building, and then they come through and they don't have the right solutions for the problems or challenges that their tribe has. And what this means is that they earn very little to no money, okay? So this is the monetization piece, when all of a sudden you get to link up, I can actually create products and services linking in to fulfill these needs, desires, and solve these problems with my soulmate tribe that I absolutely love, simply by sharing my authentic message, okay? Give me a yes if that makes sense, because that's such a beautiful process in itself. It's something that so many people miss, especially online, and they get so wrapped up in marketing and online business and niches and all this stuff, when really this is the core fundamental basics on how to build a soulmate tribe by just being you. Cool. I know it's a lot, Vicky. There's a lot of detail there. Absolutely. Tanya says, I'm so excited. I'm shaking. I love that you're that excited. Yes, absolutely. Makes total sense. Cool. So again, guys, I'm going to go fast with you guys just because of time, and I want to get through everything, but make sure you take lots of notes, okay? So another really amazing thing that we went through on day number 1 was looking at different visions, right? And really understanding that firstly, you have a personal vision, then you have a brand vision, and then you have a tribe vision or a community vision. Now, what most people do is they get stuck in the personal vision, right? They get stuck in going, well, my life, my goals, my outcomes, my money, right? And trying to fulfill that. When really what has to happen is they need to start actually looking at how do you satisfy the vision of the tribe? How do you create your tribe vision and manifest that and bring that to life so that you can then create your brand vision and fulfill those goals. And then if you do that, your personal vision will be taken care of, right? Have you heard the saying before, if you help as many people get to where they want to be, all your needs will be taken care of. Now, that's not the quote, that's summarized, but it's the essence of it, right? And this is how it works. So many people are putting their focus elsewhere versus actually putting it onto the community tribe vision of who they're helping, knowing that if they do that, all their needs are going to be taken care of. Okay, give me a yes if that makes sense. Nice. Linda says, yes, I'm writing very quickly. Yes, Nina, absolutely. Awesome. Yes, Vicky. Cool. Amazing, amazing. So, I mean, guys, there's a lot that goes on these days. They're full, big, massive days from like 9 a.m. through to late. So I'm going to share with you one other piece that we did, which was really important. And we looked at basically how to ensure over a 12-month period that you actually receive the money that you desire, okay? Too many people in business are just guessing and hoping and praying that the income that they want is going to come through, but they don't know how it's going to be created. They don't know where it's going to come from, and they also don't know how to align to it internally, okay? So we spend a lot of time in the room really digging into people's money mindsets and giving them practical tools so that they can condition their mind to align with the actual results that you want to create, okay? If you want to create $10,000 or $20,000 a month, but you can write it down and have a goal, but if you're not internally aligned to it, then you're going to basically not have it manifest, or you're going to sabotage it if you get close to it, okay? Awesome, Christy. Yes, totally. So here's the thing. We break it down into a 12-month plan, which is so cool. It's basically a business plan for these guys, which goes in a one-pager, right? So a one-page on your like journal, or a one-page in your computer, one-page document, which means basically that you can tap into this and see this at a glance, meaning that you can see exactly where you put your intention with your vision 12 months out, but from how you break it down, you know exactly where to act in this moment, right? Because so many people get so overwhelmed that they don't connect with their big vision, or they're totally connected with their big vision every day, but they don't know what action to take right now, okay? Give me a yes if you get that, and if you can see yourself either not taking action in the present moment to move forward because it looks kind of confusing, or, taking action, but it's almost like you're not getting anywhere because you don't have the internal alignment. Absolutely. Yes, totally. Right, you guys get it. Awesome. Yeah, you're stuck on actioning your vision. Linda, it's so normal because people don't have these tools where they can really simply see basically how to break everything down. Totally, you've been in both. Absolutely, not knowing what action to take at that time. Yes, absolutely. Yes, wow, can't work it out. Right, you guys got it. You got it, okay? It's really, really, really important. This is what I was saying in the beginning, right? That you have the internal alignment, but you also know how to actually dig into the strategy at the same time, okay? Cool. All right. So guys, I'm going to jump through into day number 2 and talk on that a little bit, looking at the time. So day number 2 was launch day, right? So day number 2, we started looking at, okay, what does it actually look like to launch your vision? Now, I want you guys to make a note of this because it's really important. It's not enough just to have a powerful message. Okay, I used to be the girl online on Facebook where I would post lots of like quotes and inspiring things, and people would say, wow, Regan, your message is so inspiring. Oh my gosh, your message is so inspiring. But I wasn't actually making any money, okay? Give me a yes if you feel like you're really inspiring and you have a lot to say, but you're not making the money that you want in your life or in your brand or in your business, okay? Yes, totally. Yes, right. You guys get it. Okay, that was me for ages and ages and ages. And I was like, okay, what's going wrong here? Okay, so day number 2 basically goes through everything I figured out to not do that anymore, right? Everything I figured out in order to take my inspiration and my message and turn it into a multi-7-figure business online, which obviously looks very different to someone that's not getting really paid at all, to be honest, when they're sharing their message. Right, totally. Yes, absolutely. Yes, that's me, but not for long. Right, I love your awareness on that, Tanya. I've got you and I'm very inspirational. Exactly. Okay, so here's the thing. when you when you come into day 2, what this looks like is you really want to dig into all the different launch strategies. Okay, so it's not enough just to have a powerful message and not share it. You need to know how to launch it. You need to know how to launch products and services. You need to know how to do this in a way where you have a full spectrum online. Now this is important. Okay, so many people figure out how to launch, but they're only launching in one place. For example, they might only launch high end in terms of their offers, or they might only launch low end, like $47, $27, but they don't have anything in the middle, or they don't have anything at either end of the spectrum. So what I showed these guys how to do on day 2 is to really take one piece of information or one idea or one product or service which we'd created, and how to basically duplicate it out through different price points and repurposing the content so that you create once, but you have multiple different offers on the table so that you can serve your tribe at multiple different levels. Okay, who thinks this is cool? By the way, type in a yes if you're like, I get it. Oh my gosh. Basically, if you're not doing this, you're leaving money on the table, and you're also just leaving people that you can help on the table, right? Totally. Amen. So cool, right? So this is how people often ask me, Regan, how do you manage to do it all online? And I'm like, well, I understand at a deep level how to take one idea and make money from it multiple different ways, rather than constantly trying to find new ideas, new products and services. Like, that just seems like a lot. Okay, totally get it. Absolutely. Okay. Great, awesome. So other things that we did on launch day, other than talking about different launch strategies, actually one thing that's cool, which I'll share with you guys, is we teach you how to get paid before you get out of bed, okay? So we teach you how to not get out of bed until you're paid. So what I mean by that is, when you're launching, how to do this in a way where you get paid first, so then you don't have expenses of lots of time and money that you have to cover through your launch strategies, okay? Give me a yes if, yeah, right, you guys are already like, yes, amazing, right? So here's the thing, so many people waste so much time and money on launching. Every time we launch at RHI, it doesn't really cost us anything. If it does, it's totally minimal, right? Because again, I know the strategies on how to actually do it so that you're paid first, instead of you forking out a whole lot of time and money and then being stressed, to be honest, about trying to make that money back. Yes, totally, you get it, okay. Cool. So a big part of day 2, which we dig into at the mastermind, is looking at how to build a credible brand. So looking at what does that look like in terms of your professional website and showing up online. We really dig into how to get in the media, right? So how to get featured in things such as CNN and ABC, and how to do this in less than 72 hours, which is pretty cool, right? So I've had so many clients that have been featured in really big news outlets like NBC and ABC and Fox and all of these amazing outlets, CNN, and they've done it in less than 72 hours after I've given them this strategy, which is pretty cool. Wow, amazing. I would love that. Totally. Great, which means all of a sudden you are creditable, okay? So write this down. You've got to make sure when you're building your brand that you are building a creditable brand. There is too many people online for you to simply show up and go, here's my message, right? Because there's someone else with a kind of similar message going, here's my message, and by the way, I was in ABC and CNN and Fox, right? Who's going to win, right? You want to make sure that you're setting yourself up in order to do this. Totally, Vicky. Vicky says, I'd love to do that if I have my clear message. Exactly. And so many guys that came into the mastermind said the same thing, Vic, because they were literally like, hey, like I want all the strategies, but I'm not sure on my message. It seems wishy-washy. I'm not really clear. I just know I have important things to say. And that's where I started, right? So I totally get what that feels like, for sure. Cool. And then the last thing I want to share with you guys from the launch day is that we dug into social media. So we got really clear on every single social media platform, what it looks like to show up on all these platforms. We showed everyone how to become a content machine, how to literally create content that takes over the internet, showing up on every platform, how to have these platforms growing in a way where you're not actually putting your personal time and energy into them, but you have automated systems growing your following for you. And you have automated systems getting your content out there for you so that you can be asleep and knowing that your empire is building. Okay, anyone who doesn't have this stuff set up, I don't even know how they do it online. I mean, they must be super busy. They definitely don't have time to hang out by the pool and get some massages, which is really, you want to look after yourself as well, right? You want to live a life where you get to do things that you love, not figure out social media each and every single day. Like, that just seems like a headache to me. I'm not a tech person. It's not fun for me. I would much rather have systems that are growing my brand and my message and getting it out there automatically rather than me having to show up each and every single day. So we show these guys how to set up that back-end system and how to really spend less than 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day on social media, but be showing up on all the platforms, from Facebook to Twitter to Instagram to Pinterest to all of them, right? Okay, awesome. Yes, I'm very aligned with my message. It's showing up and the strategy, working smarter, doing things at the right time. Absolutely, Tanya. That's awesome. Nice. Automation. Without a team, it's taking a long time, but a must-have. Totally. Great point, Tanya. And so we talk about team on day 3 of the mastermind, but even before this, there's even no team involved. So this is literally stuff that you can set up without even hiring people, right? Without even having a team. There's so many online systems which you can tap into. Yes, Vicky, totally. Amazing. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, guys, just type in a yes if you can hear me. It looks like my audio's gone a bit wonky wacky. So I want to check you guys can hear me. I'm just going to pause for a sec to make sure we are all good. Everyone on the recording tuning in, what's up? I'm just going to give it 1 second for these guys to tune back in because it says it's reconnecting to the audio. We'll give it 1 second right now. And I'm going to have a coconut in the meantime. It paused in a beautiful place though. It paused right in between day 2 and day 3, which was very convenient, don't you believe? Okay. Cool. All right, guys, it's still saying it's reconnecting. Let me check. I'm just checking in with someone on live right now as to whether they can still hear me, in which case I will continue on. But otherwise, we'll take a quick break. Okay, she says no audio right now. Let's see. Fingers crossed. We'll be right back in a second, guys. Okay, just reconnected the Wi-Fi. Now, fingers crossed. Okay, perfect. All right, I think I'm back, guys. I think I'm back. Type in a yes if I am back. Type in a yes if I am back. Okay, amazing. Back on. Cool, guys, I paused, by the way. Okay, I think I'm coming back now. I just reloaded the Wi-Fi because it looked like it disconnected us for some reason. Give me a yes, guys, if you guys are back. Yay, Vicky, we're here, we're back. I was messaging people, being like, can you guys hear me? You guys have gone very quiet. But it was me. Bali internet. Bali. Okay, well, I did pause, right? So I didn't keep going. Amazing. Thanks for staying. Thanks for staying with me, guys. Yay, Nina. Amazing. Hooray. Okay. Perfect. So it paused at a beautiful spot, guys. We literally wrapped on day 2, and then I was going to tell you about day 3. Yes, I'm back. Absolutely. Awesome, Mandy. Thank you for your help, Tanya. I messaged Tanya and I was like, have I gone away? Cool. All right. So, guys, let's talk about day 3. Day 3 is all about accelerating. Okay, it's all about accelerating and scaling and leveraging into the future. So it's really, really, really important. Even if you're just starting out and just getting clear on your message, it's so important that you start with the end in mind. I see too many people get down the track, and before they know it, they have a really big, amazing brand, which is making a substantial amount of money and helping a lot of people. But then they realize that, wow, okay, this is kind of crazy because I've set up so many things in a way where it's not able to be scaled and it's not able to be leveraged. So they have to kind of redo a lot of stuff, okay? So this is an amazing day for people that are, again, already in flow with their brands because they just jump effortlessly into this. But if you're starting out, it's so important to have like the full picture before you jump in at the beginning, okay? So on day 3, one of the things that I love is we talk about how to really create leverage through your brand. And a great way to do this is running online services and trainings where it doesn't matter, for example, guys, if there's 10 people on this webinar or whether there's 10,000 people on this webinar, it's still just an hour of my time, right? So you can help so many people all at once, and getting those systems in place and talking about how to promote trainings and all the steps that you need strategically to make that happen, okay? We talk about also how to do this live. So we talk about how to actually speak and do this in an offline sense. So securing speaking engagements, creating your own events. Type in a yes, by the way, if you're someone who would love to be a speaker. Not everyone does, and you definitely don't need to in order to build your brand. But I'm looking at some of the names on the line and I'm like, you guys would be amazing speakers, be it for small audiences right through to really large audiences of hundreds or thousands of people. Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I would love to be speaking. I would love to secure more speaking engagements. Absolutely, yeah. So that's a lot of what we really break down for these guys in terms of what it looks like. Vicky's not sure. She's got to try it out. I was once clear and had clarity. Oh yeah, once you were clear and had clarity, probably. Totally. Yeah, well, you've got to be clear on your message, right? And what you want to speak on. And absolutely, if you know what that looks like and if you know products and services and you can lay that out, then of course, it would be amazing for you to stand in front of other people and share your message, right? So again, on day 3, we talk about growing your network and really growing your visibility and your following online. If you have a smaller following or a smaller tribe, then how to increase that, how to actually bring more people into your tribe. Once again, I just love online so much because you can easily grow these platforms and grow your audience without necessarily any more time that you're putting in on a day-to-day basis, okay? And then one of the last things that I want to share with you guys, which I love breaking down for everyone on day 3, is really talking about what it looks like to build a powerful team, okay? So to give you some perspective, at Regan Hillyer International, we have nearly 40 team members that are all over the world. I think we're in like 12 different countries, and I don't even know how many time zones. But we have amazing, beautiful people that are so connected to their vision, that are sharing the message, that are bringing it to life. And I share how that happened because when I started, guys, I had no team, right? I had me, and I was really freaked out and scared to hire people. I was scared to even hire my first assistant, my first virtual assistant. I didn't know what to do or where to look. So we break that down in terms of how you can actually hire people to support your vision for $4, $5, $6 an hour, or even less than that, to be honest. And how you can bring people on to easily then start freeing up your time. Yeah, Tanya says, yes, what a beautiful, beautiful team. I know. They're all amazing. Like, they really are such incredible souls and incredible people. And then we talk about how to actually make that team work if you're doing it location free instead of having everyone sitting in an office. So, it was really important for me when I'm out in the world like this, right, helping people, create financial freedom and to live a location-free lifestyle and to travel the world. It didn't feel right for me to have a stack of people sitting in an office to make that vision happen. For me, I want them to live into the vision. So all of them work from their laptops, right? They work from home or they travel and they work. They can do what they like, but we've set that up in a way where it's totally possible. And I showed these guys at the mastermind how to do exactly the same thing, okay? So in summary of that, guys, the 3 days is broken down into firstly developing your brand. That's the first step, okay? And then simply launching your brand and your message, right? That's the monetization piece. And then the third piece is about growing it. It's about accelerating it. Step number 3, okay? That is the core of it. That is the deep work that goes on. And I really just wanted to share that with you guys rather, so that you can break this down and really start looking at, okay, where am I at right now? Where do I need to focus? Where do I need to start? What pieces are missing? What don't I know or understand? What do I not have strategically? What do I need to align to? Where do I need to do the work so that I can get paid for being me each and every single day, and build a powerful brand where I get to create a life of freedom in my own time as well? Tanya says, I'm alone, I need a dream team. Yes, and you can absolutely have one. You can absolutely have one. Vicky says, who wants to sit inside 4 walls when they can sit beside a pool in Bali? I agree. I couldn't think of anything worse, to be honest, but I know everyone has their own version of their life of freedom, but absolutely. I mean, yeah, again, I wouldn't know why anyone would want to do that. And that's, again, why I'm so passionate about helping people really, really, really dig into this and create this for themselves. Yeah. So, guys, give me a yes if that was super cool. And if you have so many questions, Rachel, totally. Well, you can, what I would recommend you do is I jot down all the little points that you feel like you are like stuck with, or you have questions on, or you don't understand. You guys can even send me a private message, right? So you can send me a private message with any questions that you have. And of course, I'll always reply and I'll always get them answered. And, I'm here to serve and help you guys. Cool. Super amazing. I've loved this training. Yes. Thank you so much, Regan. This has been incredible. So many aha moments, so many breakthroughs. Absolutely. Yes. Super cool. Yay. I'm so glad you guys have loved it. It's like I said, I'm on a high, and I'm so excited to share this stuff with you guys. And guys, as promised, I did say that I do have something really cool that I did want to share with you guys. Something that is very hush-hush at the moment. I've only done one other training similar to this where I shared what's going on behind the scenes at Regan Hillyer International, and a really beautiful next step for us, which is going to transform so many lives and help so many people get paid from their message and help so many people build powerful brands. So give me a yes if you guys want to hear about it. Give me a yes if you, yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. I see all the elements that were missing before. Yes, absolutely. Yes, please tell me. Okay. All right. So I have to tell you guys the backstory a little bit around this, right? But before I do this, there's a few things that I know at my core that I want to share with you guys. Everyone goes, I'm getting excited. Yes, absolutely. Capital letters. Every time I watch one of your webinars, it ignites the fire, and I know I need to let it burn and not dim it anymore. Rachel, absolutely. You know what? You need to send me a message, and let's get you taking action on that. Let's start moving you forward to make this a reality instead of a dream for you, right? So, guys, I want to share a couple of things before I share the cool thing that I want to share with you guys. So firstly, here's what I know. And once again, feel free to write this down if you want to make this your reality too, okay? First thing I know is that you can create a ridiculous amount of abundance just by being you, okay? And here's the thing, if you're not you, you're not going to get there. And I learned that the hard way. I tried to hide behind brands and businesses and logos and all this stuff when I realized that me and my essence was actually the thing that was going to create the success, okay? I also know that you can have the right system, but you also need the right mindset to get there, okay? Which is why I love the Be Your Brand Bali Mastermind, because you get to fuse the both, right? You get to work on the internal game, but also get everything you need strategically in order to create your brand. It was roughly about 7 years ago, guys, like I said, and I was the girl on Facebook that was really inspiring. I had a great message, even though it wasn't very clear, but I wasn't making any money, right? I didn't have the strategy to actually pull it all together. Okay, and I've invested over $500,000 in my own personal education, personal development, coaching, mentoring strategies to figure all this stuff out. And again, this is why I do what I do, because you can do it that way. You can go and spend $500,000 and get into a massive amount of debt and go crazy. You can. I mean, I did it. It's possible. But I would much prefer to shortcut your process and to simply hand you everything I've got and go, here's everything, right? Now let's build you up and let's create the success. Like, that feels amazing for me to give you that, okay? So here's the thing. I know that you can have a massive impact. I know that you can give more and contribute more in this world. And I know that you can have the lifestyle of your dreams while you're at it. And here's one of the biggest things I know ultimately at my core is that if you know that what you have to say is important, if you know that you have a powerful message, even if it's not clear, then I feel like it's an obligation for you to share it with the world. right? If you're called to do this, if you're feeling the pull right now, if you're feeling nervous or excited or you've got goosebumps, then listen to that, right? Because it's not like you have a choice, because it's not even about you, right? I know that the more people that we can get sharing their message, and the more people that we can get helping the world and blessing the world with your voice, the bigger the impact collectively we're going to have, and of course the more fun you're going to have in the process. Okay, so like I said, guys, I have something really, 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 really super freaking cool for you. This was the last, I'm looking around because I'm here, this was the last Be Your Brand Bali Mastermind. Like I said, I was kind of sad about it in the process, but also very, very, very excited for what it is transforming into. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you is basically an opportunity for you to go from being unknown to unforgettable. Okay, it's an opportunity for you to unlock your true message and deep dive on that and get extremely, extremely clear on what your message is, so that you can build a legacy doing what you love. Okay, it's about doing it online. It's about doing it in an aligned way where it feels good. And it's also about doing it in a way where you can scale it to really be as big as you like, so you can make the money and the impact that you desire. Okay, and it's about creating a personal brand that is about you being you each and every single day and sharing your thoughts and your messages and your beliefs with the world. Okay, so as you guys know, I've been running these high-level masterminds. Now, they've been high-level events. They've been, a substantial investment, a huge application process to get in the room. It's a lot for people to travel to Bali as well, and a really big commitment on the whole. Okay, there's been a lot of people who I know have wanted to do it, but basically needed an easier option for where they were at, right? So what's interesting is that recently when I was in Peru, I was really, really, really deep in my own work and really deep into my vision and my journey. And I received a very clear message that I had to stop running these masterminds. Now, at the time, that didn't make any sense to me. I was like, but they make us money and they help so many people and they're so much fun. Why would I stop, right? And the message I received back was that I have to do things in a way from now on where I can help more people. I have to do things in a way where it's easier for people to get this stuff. I have to do things in a way where it's easier for people to get in the room, okay? Give me a yes if that makes sense, and if you guys get the transition into what I'm about to share with you. Totally, Tanya, I hid for a year, and then I came to a place that took a lot of my courage. I'm ready to embrace my full authenticity. It is our very duty to do this, absolutely. The world will be less if we don't bring our truth, absolutely. Yes, definitely. We would not be here. The world did not deliver our unique message. We must deliver our message. Yes, totally. Yes, totally. Finally, says Lana, rather. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so big announcement for you guys. Big announcement that I'm going to share. We have, like I said, shut down the Be Your Brand Bali Masterminds, and we are now launching, right now, this very moment, the Be Your Brand Academy. Okay, now this is shifting and transforming, and some elements are still the same so that you guys can still get the same powerful results. So here's what it's going to look like. It's 3 days still. It's going deep. It is less of an investment, substantially, by the way, less of an investment than it is to come to one of the masterminds that we've been running over the past couple of years, right? It's 3 days going deep, and we are running these events this year in Australia and then also in LA, in USA, okay? Now, this is the coolest thing. Like I said, it is less of an investment. You guys are basically getting more. And here's one of the things that you're getting more of. Before, it was just me, right? It was just me running the event, giving you everything I've got, right? Now, you have my team running the event with you as well. So you have my team supporting you through this journey. And I tell you what, this is so much better than having just me there, right? Because here's the thing. We're so big now in our brand that my team are the people that make 80% of the stuff actually happen. Right? I have the vision, and yes, I got it off the ground and all of that, but they're the people behind the scenes. They're the people that do the work. They're the people that make stuff happen. They're the people that can answer every single question that you have. Where I was noticing at the masterminds, there's some questions I get asked, and I'm like, oh, hang on, I need to ask one of them, and they're not in the room, right? So they can teach you things about my brand that I don't even know, right? They literally understand the intricate workings of every single process of the brand. Okay, Vicky says, oh my God, yay, right. Like, it's absolutely crazy. So we're so excited about this, right? Literally dropping the investment, giving you guys more, having it as an academy, which you come through 3 days, going deep and in a more accessible place as well, having it in Australia and also having it in LA. So once again, the 3 days are broken down the same, exactly like we talked about, developing your message and your brand, launching your brand, and then accelerating your message, okay? Once again, touching on everything that I went through today, plus so much more, because I didn't have time to give you guys everything that we do in every single day, right? We'd literally be here for 3 days if we did that, right? So for example, you will get total clarity on your message, regardless of where you are at, even if you don't think you have a message right now. We will get you clear. The process is quite simply that once you've enrolled, once you've been accepted into the academy, you get a really in-depth survey or questionnaire, which you go through. It's long, it's about 12 pages, and our team helps you get clear on that. And it's for them to help you while you're in the room so we know exactly where you're at and exactly what you need, okay? So exciting, I know, yes, oh my gosh, yes, so much closer to home, Aussie, right, I know, it's so much more doable for so many people, and just financially doable as well. Like, we have amazing payment plans. It's kind of ridiculous, you guys will see. Once you go through the application process, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I can come for that much. Like, this is crazy, right? So we talk about igniting your voice, igniting your message, helping you step into your higher identity. We talk about how to position yourself as an expert, right? So that you are seen immediately as being creditable and an expert in whatever your message talks about. We get you very, very, very clear on how to attract in your soulmate tribe, what this looks like. Who do you actually want to help in the world? Who do you want to attract? How do you build that tribe? How do you create this cult tribe that loves you and that buys from you, okay? We do a lot on content creation, so you're never stuck going, I don't know what to say, or I don't know what to do in my brand or my business. We help you become a content machine that creates with ease. And of course, we break through the back-end setup of your business, so you understand all the technology side of things, right? The tech side of what this looks like. And again, I'm not a technology person, so for me, if I had this when I started, oh my gosh, I would have been able to go so much faster, okay? We talk about how to monetize your message. So here's what I don't allow to happen at these events. I do not allow Be Your Branders to come through and have an inspiring message and not get paid. So we want to make sure that you're receiving what your message is worth, right? And really digging into monetizing this. We talk about launching your brand and of course launching products and services, how to create them, how to package them, how to leverage them and build them out, all of that, okay? Give me a yes, by the way, if this sounds amazing. If you're like, oh my gosh, I know half of you are probably trying to write all of this down. But once you apply, you'll get all the details on everything that's in here. Amazing, yes, totally, awesome, can't wait. Right, so we spend a lot of time as well developing the professional side of your brand. So what does this look like in terms of website, photos, logos, how to start growing your email list and how much to email and all the strategies around that, right? And then of course a big chunk of time on social media, how to understand all the platforms, how to grow them, how to automate them, right? And I share things, for example, like how I took my Twitter from having no Twitter followers 2 years ago to, you know, tens of thousands of followers now, and same with my Instagram. We give you guys everything, okay? We talk about books. We spend a lot of time with books. It's one thing I didn't even touch on today, right? So we break down 3 different book strategies for you guys, how to go, even if you don't want to write a book, by the way, there's tips and tricks and hacks all around this, but how to literally go from having no book or just an idea for a book to actually launching it and getting it out there in under 2 weeks. We've had so many Be Your Branders do this, and the cool thing is we teach you how to be a #1 best-selling author, which is obviously a very creditable thing to add to your brand. Here's the cool thing. Every single person who has come through Be Your Brand, who has followed the strategy for how to be a #1 best-selling author is a best-selling author, right? So it works. It's amazing and it's super fun and it's exciting. Okay, absolutely, Lana, LA. Yeah, totally. We're missing you in Europe. Oh, you may just have to come to LA for this one. Planes, get on a jet plane. Right, absolutely. Cool. So we talk about as well how to get into profit before you launch, okay? So you're really clear on how to get paid immediately for your products and services, and you're not launching with spending a whole lot of time and money up front, okay? We actually spend a lot of time as well with your launch mindset, the internal alignment, and we do a lot of this spread throughout the event, how to condition your mindset, how to tweak it, how to bring in daily practices into your routine. So can you guys see how you're getting both? You're getting the internal side of things plus all of the external strategy that you need to succeed. And then we talk about getting seen online, okay? Your message is kind of useless if you're not getting in front of people. So how do you get in front of people? How do you get in the media, right? Once again, we have had so many people from Be Your Brand come through and get featured in Fox and CNN and ABC and do that in literally a few days' time once they have the strategy. And of course, once they're ready to do that with their message, right? And then we give you everything we've got in terms of building and growing a soulmate team globally. What this looks like, how to scale your products and services with ease, how to create the strong 12-month financial plan so you're very clear on where is this money coming from and breaking it down. Plus, there's so much more. I'd be here all day if I was breaking down everything for you. But the thing I need you to know is that strategically, we give you absolutely everything that I have done and that the team has done in order to develop and launch and grow Regan Hillyer International. There is nothing more at the end of day 3 that we are doing or that we have done which you won't know about. Okay, we're completely open, transparent. We will share anything with you that you desire, right through into like financial questions behind the brand. We're a totally open book, and we teach in such a, I guess, unique, really transparent way because we want you guys to get it, right? We want you guys to succeed. We want you guys to do the same thing. And the more that we can give to you and give you everything, we know that you're going to go and have massive, massive, massive success. Okay. Absolutely. Wow. Yes, I'm a born best-selling author. Absolutely. Love profit before you launch. Yes, your hubby needs this too. Amazing, Vicky. Sounds beyond amazing. It is, and I'm so, so, so excited. And if you'd seen anything on Facebook about the last mastermind, we actually had 3 of our amazing coaches and team members here in the space, basically getting ready for you guys at the next Academy event, which is so cool. So everyone is excited and ready to go, okay? So people are asking, how do we enroll? How does this work? Yep, so great. I'm going to run you guys through everything. There is an application process. I'll give you all the details that you need, okay? But I need to say this firstly. This is important, okay? These events, these Academy events, they're not for everybody, okay? You've got to be serious and you've got to be committed. So, for that reason, literally for that reason, there's an application process because there's so much one-on-one time involved with the team, and it's such a beautiful tribe of people that come into the room that we can't afford to have people in the room that aren't committed. We don't want you there if you're not serious about your dream, if you're not serious about your future, if you're not serious about really playing a big game. We don't want that energy in the room, right? I would love to say it's for everyone. We want to help everyone. We don't, okay? We have to click, and you need to be serious and you need to be committed. But here's the thing. If you know that you have a message, but you don't know what the message is, then that's okay. Okay, that's why we're here. We're here to figure this out for you guys, okay? If you currently have a brand and a message, then that's perfect. We're here to take that to a deeper level, right? If you currently have one, we'll go deeper. If you don't have a brand, that's perfect. We're going to help you create one, okay? But if you have a brand and it's kind of going okay, but you want to crank things up, or maybe it's a little bit stuck, perfect. Once again, we'll dig in and figure out, okay, what's not working and what do we need to do in order to accelerate, okay? So, guys, this event is for you, and you already know if it's for you, by the way. You're sitting here, you're listening, you're watching, you can feel the pull, you can feel the nudge, you can feel the almost like that fear kind of thing that comes up where it's like, oh God, I know I need to do this. It's for you if you have that feeling, okay? This is for you if you know what you have to say is important. This is for you if you know that you're put here to help people and help the world. Okay, this is for you if you're ready to actually play a bigger game in this world. And this event is definitely for you if you're ready to get paid for being you and share your gifts with the world from anywhere in the world each and every single day. Okay? I literally charge hundreds of thousands of dollars to work with people online, but I'm so excited about this event because it's obviously nowhere near that investment, right? To the point where we've made it so easy for you guys and so easy to even come on ridiculously low payment plans if you need that help and support, okay? Which is obviously a risk for us, but it's one that I'm willing to take in order to borrow a little bit of belief and put that into you so that we can get you off the ground and moving, okay? So, we have 2 events this year. As I said, we have one in Australia and also one in the USA, 3 days going deep. There's an application process. Now, in that process, there is a gold option where you get the full 3 days and everything with the event and the celebration and the drinks and all of that good stuff, right? And then there's a platinum option, which also has some private time, one-on-one with me and some other cool stuff, right? So here's the thing. We'll run you through those different options and what they look like and all the details after your application has been accepted. So we want to make sure firstly, that you're a fit for the event, that it's going to be great to have you in the room. Then from there, we'll figure out all the details, like, are you gold, are you platinum, do you want to do a plan, what does this look like? We're super flexible, and here's the big thing that I know is that if you're committed and if you believe in yourself to this point, then we're ready to believe in you, and we're ready to find a way, in whatever way that looks like for you. Sounds amazing. Totally, Nina. It is. I have that feeling. Yay. Totally, Linda. You know when you have that feeling. I've worked with so many mentors and so many coaches in the past, and it's like, oh God, I just know. I know I need to be in that person's vibration. You're ready, Vicky. I know. I can feel you. I've been feeling you through this whole training, because I've been feeling many of you guys. So amazing. So here's what you need to do for the application. Okay, write this down. You need to send me a Facebook message, and I want you to send it to me personally, because I want to go through it. Okay. So firstly, I want you to tell me two things. I want you to tell me what you believe your true message is that you want to unleash into the world. Now, if you don't know, that's perfect. It doesn't matter. Just tell me. I'm not sure what my message is, but tell me the essence of who you are. Tell me. I don't need a CV or a bio or what you've done. I don't care about any of that stuff. I just want to feel you. Okay? I want to feel the essence of who you are as a person and what's important to you in life. Okay? So number one, what do you believe is your true message that you're born to share with the world? And number two, tell me why you. Why should you be accepted into the academy? Why should we have you in the room? Okay, what is it about you where you know you need to be in that space? Okay, so I'm going to send you through the link right now. The link right now to my personal Facebook page, so you guys have it. It's facebook.com/Regan Hillyer is my personal one. You can send it through my other if you like, but I'd love to go through it personally. Can you guys just give me a yes if you got that link? Okay, just give me a yes. Now, there's also a email address if it's easier for you guys. You can email Regan@reganhillyer.com, right? That will come through. Yes, you got it, you're ready. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So remember, guys, you can send it through on Facebook or the email. We just check Facebook first, right? Tell me, what do you believe your true message is? And secondly, tell me, why should you be accepted into the Be Your Brand Academy? Yes, you got it. Amazing, perfect. Okay, now I want to share something cool, right? For those of you watching this training, we do have an amazing bonus, which is a financial reduction for the first 10 people who secure their place once their application's through from this training, from this call, okay? So if I was you, I would just get your application in ASAP, which is awesome. Okay. Cool. So guys, and remember, your application doesn't have to be long. It's not an essay. Just the key things, key points, like what is it? Let us know. You will email. Amazing. Awesome. How many people attend the training? So Linda, it is going to be a maximum of 30. We're not having any more than 30 people in the room. We're doing a lot in terms of, so we've got a lot of team in the room as well, and you're doing a lot with working in with individual coaches and smaller groups. So it's kind of like lots of little subgroups within the main group in the room. So it's definitely not a big event with hundreds of people. It's very much a small, intimate event in a way where we can do it at a lower price point without having, we used to cap the mastermind events at like 8 or 9 people, for example. So really making it doable for more people, which is really exciting. Amazing. Guys, you have been incredible. I have loved sharing. Cool, totally, Linda. And I am so beyond excited to play with some of you guys at a really, really deeper level. You're incredible, Vicky. What did I say at the beginning of the training, right? If you guys see stuff in me, it's simply because it's within you, right? We just need to dig in. We just need to activate it. We just need to get you clear on this. We need to get you clear on what you can do in terms of the physical action you should be taking so that you can step into your truth, so that you can step into your purpose, so that you can step into your message, so that you can play a bigger game in this world, right? And help more people and have so much fun along the way. Yes, absolutely, Neve. I believe Wampa will be there. Most likely, if I'm there, he should be there too. Rachel, it's going to be in Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, absolutely, Peter. You're so welcome. Absolutely. So, guys, in closing, here's what I know, right? I really know that you can get paid a multiple 6 or 7 figure or beyond income for just being you, right? I know that you can brand yourself with you. I know that you can align internally, and you can also follow the steps strategically to make this happen, okay? I know that you can do it online. I know that you can do it from anywhere in the world. And I also know that if you want to, you can do it fast, right? You just need a heart. You really do. You need to know that what you have to say is important and the stuff inside of you is real. And you need to know that you're committed, ultimately, not to me, not to the academy, but to you, right? You need to be committed to your vision and your future and your family at the end of the day, okay? You need to be ready to play full out and commit to yourself and your future, Amazing. Linda, I feel like I was meant to hear you. You're beautiful. Absolutely. You guys are here for a reason. You're on this training for a reason. I don't believe in luck, guys. I don't believe in chances. I believe in divine synchronicity. And I believe that the exact people who needed to hear this today are on this training. And the ones that registered and didn't show up, for example, they're not ready. They're not ready to hear this message. They're not ready to fully step into this space. Thank you so much. I want to location dates. Absolutely, Tanya. So what happens, guys, is that once we receive your application, we'll go through it. We'll come back to you. We'll ask if there's any more questions we need to get clear. If and when you are accepted through, we'll run you through all the details, location, dates, gold or platinum, what it looks like in terms of investment and making that work for you guys. So we'll run you through all of the details. Yes, Vicky. Actually, I can't remember the Oz dates off my top of my head, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. But just get your application through and we'll jump back right away and have everything. Absolutely, you know how committed I am. Yes, love your energy, yours too. I believe that too, absolutely. Nice, Neve, absolutely. Thank you, Regan. I'm going to message you now. Amazing, guys. I can't wait to get your applications through. And for those of you who maybe aren't ready to apply, but you've been on this training, thank you. I really, really honor and respect you being here and being committed to jumping in and going deep over this hour and 21 minutes so far. Thank you for all staying with me as well during that little pause out we had for a few minutes, which gave me a break to drink my coconut water, and then we popped back on. So I just love you guys. I'm really feeling you, even though we're just online and you know, it's people typing through comments. I can feel your souls and I can feel your essence, and I just feel so incredibly blessed and grateful that I get to play with people like you, and that I get to be the person that's helping you create some massive change in your life and your family's life, and ultimately shifting the world through your message and through what you have to say. So sending you so much love. You guys are absolutely incredible. Mandy says she's checking flights. You're incredible. I love you so much. I love you, Vicky, Peter, Mandy, Neve, Tanya, Vicky, Linda, all of you guys. You've been absolutely amazing. Rachel, yes, absolutely. All right, guys. I'm going to go. Sending you so much love. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. And of course, remember, you absolutely can have it all. Mwah.